CEO Talk dan masih bersama dengan bintang tamu kita hari ini, CEO dari Zipmex Indonesia. Okay, so let's back again to Mr. Marcus. Mr. Marcus, are you still with me?
Hi, Bella. Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, so let's continue the questions. So, Mr. Marcus, can you tell us the characteristic of Zipmex buyers from their age and from their job? Are the majority of those who do transactions in your platform are those who are risk takers and millennials? Is that it?
Yes, definitely. So, in digital assets, because the volatility is very high, so it actually attracts a lot of risk takers. And on top of that, investment in digital asset is digital from day one. So, millennials are digital natives. And so it's a lot easier for them to onboard and be able to pick up how to actually invest. And this is the phenomena that we're actually seeing in Indonesia, very similar to what you see with e-commerce, with e-money, with P2P lending. A lot of the millennials are a lot faster in terms of adopting these type of new technology or these type of new investments that come into Indonesia. In terms of the age demographic, we see a lot of males predominantly, and also ranging from 25 all the way up to 40 years old, and we're still attracting people from between 18 to 25 as well. But we're definitely seeing a huge kind of concentration between your 21 all the way to 35.
Okay.
That is the predominant age bracket that we're actually seeing on Zipmex.
Okay, so like nowadays citizens of Indonesia are mostly filled with youngsters like Gen Z and the millennials that are really good in digital. So it's normal, right, if financial crypto assets are mastered by the millennials and the Gen Z, like 95% financial is from the young generation and only 5% are from the older generation. Can you explain more about that?
Yes, definitely. So I think for the older generation, because they're more used to traditional ways of investment, whether it's in property, whether it's in gold, or whether it's just leaving money in the bank to earn interest. But what we know is that interest rates have come to an all-time low historically in Indonesia, where banks are not providing the type of interest that they used to, right? And for the millennials, they are more independent in terms of making financial decisions in their life, which is very, very empowering. And what they are doing is they are walking and talking their mobile phones, right? Which gives them the ability to get access to anything in the world. And especially with digital assets, it's easier for them to kind of onboard, as mentioned, and also because of the volatility and because they see the future of what digitization will bring to the world and also specifically to Indonesia, they are coming in droves into investing. If you look at last year, Bitcoin bottomed out at about $3,800 back in March, and we saw a historic climb from $3,800 to a peak of $65,000. Right, so that's almost a 20x increase, right, over time. So a lot of investors are comparing this to investing into stocks, where you don't actually see a 20x increase, right, and there's so much more upside, right, where investors believe that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have still a large room to grow.
Okay. Okay, that's a wonderful explanation, Mr. Marcus. So, is the company gives the education for the new financier, and what kind of training or education that is important to the new financier? Yeah,
so for any new investor, the first thing that we want them to know about is, what does investing mean, right? And investing really is about getting a return on your money, right, on your investment, right? And so everyone needs to have certain expectations as to what their return on investment is. For some people who are less risk averse or more risk averse, right, they have a higher expectation, so they want to make 100% or 200%. Some people are happy with 10% per annum or 20% per annum. So firstly, everyone needs to come in with the mindset of what is your expected return on investment, right? And then from there, they can actually decide what is risky and what is safer. Even in the world of digital asset, Bitcoin is seen as digital gold, right? And so, the kind of the price accumulation of Bitcoin is not going to be as aggressive as some of the other alternative tokens, right? So, for example, what we're seeing with Dogecoin or Shiba or Ethereum, they've grown a lot faster than Bitcoin. However, they also drop a lot faster than Bitcoin. So investors just need to be aware of the volatility and also need to be aware of the risk, right? If they want a safer digital asset investment, then I would say that Bitcoin is definitely a good option. But of course, if they have a higher risk for tolerance and also looking for much more gains, then they just need to be aware of what they're actually investing in.
Okay, Mr. Marcus, nowadays there are several companies that already have permit from Bapepti to be a trader in crypto asset. What do Zipmex have to offer so your company can be chosen by the trader to do transactions?
Yes, definitely. So Zipmex is the most innovative company here in Indonesia that is providing a digital asset platform. So firstly, we provide a very simple, easy solution for new investors to come into the market. We provide a very simple and easy to use mobile application where they can onboard and our customer support team can help them along the process. And then they can actually make their very first investment with as little as 10,000 rupiah. So it's a very small amount to begin with. And so this gives them the ability to test the platform and then be able to kind of scale up their investments from there. The second is we offer a very innovative product that no other competitors in the market provide, and that is ZipUp. So ZipUp provides you with interest on your digital assets, right? It is the first of its kind, right? Where customers can come to our platform, they can say buy Bitcoin, they can leave it in their wallet, and they can actually start earning interest, and interest is paid out every day. So it's compounded every single day. There is no minimum and there's no maximum, so they leave as small of an amount as they want, so maybe 10,000 rupiah in Bitcoin, or they can leave, a 1 billion rupiah worth of Bitcoin in there, and they can withdraw at any single time. So we give our customers the full flexibility in terms of how little they want to invest, how much they want to invest, and how long they want to take their investments for. This is a very, very active platform that customers are coming in, especially the millennial generation, especially new investors are coming on board, right, to get access, very easily through our platform to start trading. And this is really good for investments in general in Indonesia, because historically a lot of the investments were done by a very smaller population of people in Indonesia. With the explosion of digital assets, everyone now is more aware about how to do online trading. Right, because in previous generation, stock trading was predominantly done over the phone, but now investing is all done through a mobile app. Super easy and super simple, right? And the millennials and anyone, even the older generation, can get involved.
Okay, Mr. Marcus, that's a very good explanation. Actually, I still have